If this capsule history of our progress teaches us anything, it is that man in his quest for knowledge and progress is determined and cannot be deterred. The exploration of space will go ahead, whether we join in it or not. And it is one of the great adventures of all time. And no nation which expects to be the leader of other nations can expect to stay behind in this race for space.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Reentry, an Orbital simulator here on the Lord Mass channel. It's been months since I've last recorded a video of that, in which there was a bit of a revived interest of playing that game as of late for me, despite the fact I've been busy with my other video projects that you all did see from my channel. So couple of hot patches later, and here I am back. So updates to the default checklists are available here, which you gotta, install it. And all default checklists have been reset to the latest version, as we're on the latest version of this game now, this simulator. But as you can see that I'm Lord Master up there, in which my call sign is Blackjack1, which, since I'm not that creative with names, but only came up with Blackjack back then because I like playing that gambling game and some other games that featured it. But anyways, we only spent about 21 hours and 13 minutes in space total, which includes, some of the things I did for the Academy and a little bit of a free roam just to screw around a bit and maybe learn a few things or two, especially for this next part here. But first, let me check the settings because I just want to make sure, everything is, A-OK on my end. And such things. Oh yeah, and there's this new thing that they added recently, which is to require ocean landing. With this setting enabled, the mission required to land and splash down on ocean, not on land. So that was added in a recent patch. Because remember that one video I did for Mercury, where I landed on the Gulf Coast, and even though it's all water everywhere? Well, no more water world. That's an option now, where if you happen to make a landing on land, that doesn't count as a splashdown. You just hit the ground and all that. So yeah, that's just to add a bit of a challenge, and pretty much tells you, it says, hey, land on the ocean, not on land. Anything else? Oh yeah, have the earth texture high. Setting the resolution required 11 GB memory, make loading time higher. Simulator is installed on a SSD or very long loading time where that game hangs. It's an indication you don't have enough memory. Well, I have an Alienware computer, so it's fine. Yeah. Practically all that. Anyways, let's get back to campaign here. We completed campaign 1, which was Orbital Survival, and now here's campaign 2, all about Project Gemini. And be well aware that I know the word is pronounced Gemini, that's the correct one, but people in NASA at that time and its astronauts kept calling it Gemini. So Campaign 2, Mastering Orbital Flight. A new destination. The race for space between the USSR and the US is still going strong. The USSR has achieved more firsts than the US. We are in catch-up mode. Both Vostok and the new USSR aircraft Voskod, I don't know if that's correct pronunciation on my end, is making firsts at a rapid pace as the longest time in orbit, EVA, and multi-crew operations in space. During Project Mercury, the President announced the goal of landing astronauts on the Moon. To reach this goal, the development of a new program named Project Apollo was started. Project Mercury successfully met its goals of sending astronauts into Earth orbit and returning them safely back to Earth. Building on its success, a new spacecraft has been developed to further learn and understand how orbital flight works. The program is named Project Gemini, or Gemini. Before sending anyone on the Moon, we need to learn everything needed to do so and test it. Gemini's objective is to understand and test the space travel techniques needed to support the Apollo mission to land astronauts on the Moon. A lunar mission needs us to survive in space for up to 14 days, understand the methods of performing extravehicular activity, EVA, and the orbital maneuvers necessary to achieve rendezvous and docking of another spacecraft. Now, the Gemini spacecraft is a larger spacecraft with room for 2 astronauts and has the capability to alter its trajectory in space. The largest spacecraft is divided into 3 major sections: the Reentry module, the Retro module, and the Equipment module. Both the Retro module and the Equipment module are separated from the spacecraft before reentry, as you can see that image here of what it looks like in the inside. The Reentry module is the pressurized crew cabin that makes it possible to survive in space. It is the only part of the spacecraft that makes the entire journey from launch to splashdown. It is powered by 2 different power sources, as batteries as in Project Mercury, and the newly developed fuel cells that produce power from cryogenic substances. 2 attitude control systems, named DRCS, is used for attitude control during reentry. A state-of-the-art onboard computer, OBC, will aid the crew in performing orbital maneuvers and guidance. 2 different types of joysticks provide control of the spacecraft at both yaw, pitch, roll, and translational axis: forward, backward, up, down, and sideways. Translation control enables rendezvous, docking, and crew control of the flight path. The adapter module consists of both the Retro and Equipment module. The Equipment module consists of most equipment needed for orbital flight. 16 thrusters used for both attitude and translational control are located here, as well as fuel cells and cryogenic substances. 4 solid fuel retro rockets are located in the reentry module and are fired one by one as in Project Mercury. The Equipment module powers the spacecraft in orbit and is separated before the retrograde burn. After retrograde, the retro section is jettisoned before entry. The press around the world printed your name in every paper after your heroic efforts at Project Mercury. Your skills and knowledge of the spacecraft was the essentials of your success, and the difference between a safe entry and a disaster. Your veteran skills are needed in Project Gemini, and you will be a commander with your own crew. Martin, the director of the flight crew operation, has assigned a newly hired astronaut named Aaron Sky as your co-pilot. Before jumping into your first Gemini flight, it's time to visit the Academy again and get a Gemini license. The Gemini Academy can be found in the Academy section of the main menu and will take you through everything you need to know about this brand new spacecraft. It is recommended to take a copy of the Reentry Gemini flight manual with you to the Academy so you can learn the theory and get a deeper understanding of the spacecraft. The tasks ahead will be complicated. You'll be one of the first to solve them. Optional. Once you completed and received the Gemini pilot certificate, let your fellow astronauts know in the official Reentry Discord group, where many of the other Gemini astronauts hang out. You can find them on Discord at DG Reentry Game, which again, I did both the Mercury Academy back then and the Gemini Academy completely. I've not done Apollo yet, so whenever I'm done with this campaign, expect another long absence from doing those videos, so because I would just be taking my free time to learn how everything works. Take a drink. Okay, now the first mission. After a few successful test flights with the Gemini-Titan II launch vehicle, it is your turn to be the first to test a new Gemini spacecraft, and for the first time try to change the shape of the orbit using the arms thrusters. The USSR has already beat the US in having a multi-crewed flight using their Vostok spacecraft, but it is yet to be tested in a US craft. The new spacecraft. The new Gemini spacecraft is ready for its maiden flight, and the flight has been assigned to you and your crew. The goal is to test some of its core systems and its maneuvering capabilities. To be honest, when I did a whole Gemini Academy thing, I don't think they ever taught me about maneuvering capabilities, unless I've forgotten about them already. So, perhaps I'll learn it again from here. As we will load. Okay. So, main objective is to circularize the orbit. So, this is the new spacecraft, which I'll look around at it just a moment. Just let the loading panel state to be complete. This is command control. Good morning, Lord Master. How are you feeling? Seats okay? Roger, feeling good. All strapped in. Alright, sounds good. Once again, you are the first to fly it, Lord Master. We are all excited for the mission and seeing this state-of-the-art spacecraft fly. So are we, Patrick. Aaron and I will proceed with the cockpit setup. Roger, flight and MCC are all ready. Follow procedures. Right. Aaron, you heard them. Let's get this thing ready for flight. Right. First, we will inspect the cockpit and set up the reminding switches so that we are ready to perform pre-launch test systems. Use the run feature and complete the interior inspection checklist. Again, it's been a while since I, did some looking around. This is just what it looks like. And by the way, due to the patch new update, I know you could barely see it, but they added a little NASA logo there. So on there, and hang on, and there too. But now anyways, checklist. Interior inspection. The lights are on, but you gotta dim it a little. You could adjust it to your liking if you wish to. Okay, here we go. Oh. The event timer is zeroed. And the direction is auto, correct? Sometimes I have to look up close just to make damn sure. Ah, hell. 1 second. Let me make an adjustment there. So I could toggle the switch. Max flow. The fuel power cells have to be off. And then turn it back on. So at about T-minus 15 minutes, go to the start battery checklist. Again, it's been a while since I've been in this thing because I have not recorded a video from Reentry back in the end of January, despite the fact I started posting videos again of this just recently, because there has been an interest of it. I mean, nobody's commented on those videos of mine for one of these. And this is also what the rocket and its spacecraft looks like from the outside. Just take it in before you all that. Okay. Checklist complete. Roger. Time scale to T-minus 15 minutes has been proceed with the battery check and fuel cell check. Roger. Let's complete the battery check. T-minus 15 minutes. Use the rod feature to complete. Got it. So let's jump up time scale now. Come on, we can go a little faster than that. Now. Okay, bring it up. Let's get to work. Oh, that's test. This is how you test it, not turn it on. To BT. Verify. Okay, number one. What's talking about this? Yes. That's at 24. Okay. Turn that off and test that. Is it? Yes. Off. Test. Is at 24. Off. Test. Yeah. Right on. Off. And then switch it back to. And then in 4 minutes, start the fuel cell checklist. Checklist complete. Proceeding to fuel cell check. Roger. Fuel cell check. Bring it up. Just wanted to be at the right time because I am such a completionist perfectionist. That's the word you're looking for, Lord Master. It's because you are a perfectionist. So, just wanted to get up in the position here. At 45. At T-minus 45 minutes. On. Okay, well, minute 1A. That's 24. Okay. Now turn them off. Then at T-minus 40 minutes, squib and abort check. Checklist complete. We are preparing for the squib and abort test. Please proceed with the checklist. When ready for the test, request the squib and abort test using the comms menu. Roger. We'll start with the squib and abort checklist. Use the rod feature. I'm telling myself that. Okay. Stop! Off, off, off. Switch to S1 and verify voltmeter is displaying 0 volts, and it is. Squib 2 elliptical. Verify S1. So 24 volts. Yes. Off. Off. It's around 0. Switch to S2. It's at 0. Now, elliptical again. It's at 24. Let's switch this. And it is. Verify abort indicator lights extinguished. Where's the abort light? Oh, up here. I'm just gonna say yes, but please request a squib and abort test from starting a board squib capability test. Okay, there it is. Squib test complete. Verify abort lights on. Yes. Board and squib test completed successfully. It did illuminate. So in T-minus 15 minutes, start full internal power checklist. Now this checklist is complete. Roger, we'll switch to internal power at T-minus 15 minutes. Walk through the briefing and the mission. Try to use time skill if you feel like it. Roger, will do. Alright. Jump up the time. Stop! Alright, ready, go. Turn them on. You're ready for the full switch to full internal power. Complete the checklist, yes. It's on. Now switch to internal power. Switch to internal power. Request switch to internal power. Project 1 switching to internal power. Yeah, I hesitated slightly. And at T-minus 5 minutes, start the pre-flight checklist. Checklist is completed. Roger, prepare to run the pre-flight checklist at T-minus 1 minutes. Roger. Didn't know there was that board light on too, I was looking at that one. Why do I have to look at your sound most of the time? Just give me a moment before I increase the time skill. Just let me gather my thoughts. Again, I've been in this thing many times, it's been months, alright? So, whatever that I'm, about to do, or whatever, hopefully I don't, scrooge the pooch, as the saying goes. And also I have to look outside because, I'm recording it on a hot day. Yes, recording it on a hot day because there's an excessive heat warning from where I live. And back then when I recorded these old videos of this, I recorded at the end of January when it was still cold. So, okay, increase the time skills, get to 5 minutes. Okay, complete the free ride checklist and prepare for flight. Okay, they want me to jump at it. You got it. Running through the checklist. Turn on your computer. And then the MDRU, turn that on. Script boost on. Arm these. I hear you, I hear you. Monitoring the platform alignment towards planned launch azimuth on the FDI is crucial. Yes. Okay, double check that the platform is aligned, and okay, the rocket will plot it around the planned azimuth and start pitching orbit. Keep your hand on the D-ring. Yeah, we got this. Can't wait to see that Earth horizon again. Wherever we see self checks are. Take the onboard computer. Ejection seat D-ring. That ejection seat is right, is right on here. Which, heaven on earth we ever use that. Now, computer, push start. Platform alignment verified complete. When FD AIs are stationary, switch to ascent, and then valves open. 72 displays. Total velocity readout. Hit the readout. Hit a display during ascent. Perform radio check. Roadmaster, we read you 5x5. Yeah. To minus 30 seconds. Start the ascent checklist. Just bring it up. Yes, there's a lot more checklists you could do rather than the old Mercury. You gotta ascend, you gotta insert, and then at some point we got to circularize orbit. Navigate. Again, I'm just. But that's for orbiting, so don't touch that. Not yet, at least. Just bring up the send checklist to verify platform alignment. It was pre-launch send. The last 10 minutes, computer mode is send and not running. And then ignition monitor. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I got you. I'm just gonna let this time go freely. Don't speed it up. Just in case if I need to watch something. Okay, I just was checking on my phone, and I just want to let you people know that if this mission is successful, I will continue to do more videos of this for at least this campaign, the Gemini campaign. And then once I'm done with that, then it's going to be another probably long absence from me doing those videos until, you know, I get myself trained for Apollo. But we don't want to be thinking that far. But also, as I'm just nodding my head, but also many more videos to come from the other things I'd like to do and such. Alright, 30 seconds. Let's light this candle.
6,
This is it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Lift off. Roger, clock, Gemini.
Roger, Verbeck. Clocks are running. That they are. It's a lot of shaking. Suggests. Entering abort mode 1,
Mark,
2.
50 seconds, you're looking good, 8.
All good, let's ride this Titan into orbit. At 75,000 feet, the D-ring will stow when fuel 1 is depleted. Stage monitor engine 2, fuel is abort mode 2. We're in the dark now. Roger, abort mode 2. Now I can see the stars. Prepare for staging, which will happen once all the fuel of this one has been exhausted. Also, to be honest, let me turn that light up a little. That's more like it. Forget you can have a flashlight if you're going to be pointing at something. It doesn't run out of batteries, you know. That's what I assume. Okay. There goes stage 1.
Roger, staging.
Roger, staging. Look at that horizon. Welcome to space, Aaron. Okay, we have a good visual on Earth, and the spacecraft seems to be okay. Roger, you are doing great. On Seco and insertion, separate when illuminated. Illuminated. way to go. And for a moment I thought we were going, you know, sideways. I was like, oh crap, but no, it's just this spacecraft still shaken by this second stage rocket. And as well as just keep it on the horizon. I'm not even touching its thrusters. As it should be. Still in orbit. Because, you know, I'm a very cautious person. Just basically a perfectionist. That's the kind of astronaut I am. I just wanted to see. Because, remember that time in one of the Mercury missions that I was supposed to land in the Pacific, but my idiot self forgot to tilt the Mercury the way it's supposed to go down towards Earth, and I ended up splashing down the Atlantic, and they still said, mission accomplished. I would have been kicked out of the space program for that. Instead, I'm here, in this new spacecraft. Oh boy. Why did they put a guy like Lord Massey in here? Okay. About to begin stage. So they want to cut off.
Roger, Seco.
Separate from the launch vehicle. Separate that. Separate jettisoning the scanner covers. The jet fairing pushed down as well. I can see the cover. 90 seconds to horizon scanner acquisition. Enable the ohms in 0.1 section. Enable the ohms. Ohms is enabled. Or do you mean this one? Yeah. That's to complete the checklist. Complete the insertion checklist quick. You did a little bit of screwing around there. You jumped the gun ahead. Yeah. Running checklist. Put it on safe. The lights test. Yep, they are on. Shut that down. As required for the, let's see, let me look at that again. This first session has to be closed. It's required. Adapt. Turn that off. Off. It's this way. Didn't shut off it. Control pod comes off. Oh yeah, you're supposed to have that off. I kinda, you know, as I said, now switch to computer mode to catch up. Is that what that's supposed to be? This way, you. 10 minus 30 minutes. Request radiator. Check. You know, there's a way to keep track of this. So I want you to stop that clock and go up. Because I assume that this thing here, I assume we did about 2 minutes of this or so. So go up to 27, 29, roughly around there. And go down so we can count it down. So that way we can get our approximate. Verify computer set to catch up with that. Yeah, auxiliary tape loaded indicator is green, meaning that the tape is in motion.
Roger, DCS.
DCS. Blink brief, time to burn. 10 minutes, 38 seconds. 71, 5 feet per second. catch-up burn pad at the homes. Again, this may all sound like numbers to me, and me with my simple country math and all that. Yes, computers at catch-up. Okay, we are uplinking with an onward computer update with the target parameters of the new circular orbit. The burn will take place in about 1 minute and 6 seconds. Roger. We'll prepare for circularization burn and next passing about 1 minute and 50 seconds. If field 2 pressure, the burn can take place at the outpass of the next orbit. Just follow the circulation checklist manually. So that means just bring it up here. Circularize orbit. Just wait for the damn thing to load. Okay, you know the drill. Verify the orbit codes and reference this circularized orbit checklist. Yes, burn will start at BE and lower at 8. Keep an eye on a BE or wherever to burn. Let me know when it's 5 minutes to burn and enable ohms. Roger, power to the controller over ohms. Ohms ready, set to the sleep to sleep. Roger, will do. Just gotta wait for the thing to load. Circles from the ground. Request circularize PE, that's where we're going, right? Oh, I don't think you were supposed to do that. You're supposed to wait for the damn thing to load. And keep in mind, this is all done via Orbital N. I think we just passed that. Well, that's the orbital pointer thing. Oh, don't worry about that stuff. That's some other thing. That's the descending node. And when you go around the... That's the... what's this? And this over here is the ascending node. And I'm going that way. Remember, they say it takes about 10 minutes, so... So verify course. That's another thing. You ought to look that up. No, 01. Hours and minutes to burn. That's what it means. And then verify core 2. So it's 50 seconds and 20 milliseconds to burn. Verify core. Yes, it's very complicated for me to understand, but countdown ignition core 84. Go check that. But you have to wait until, you know, you start that computer to be on, as it's trying to load, and if I were to start now, it won't cooperate. until, you know, loading is completed. You shouldn't be pressing buttons prematurely, Lord Master. God dang it. Hey, wait a minute, check the platform. You think it should be set to this way? Oh. Well, you should have told me that. What we're probably using for it was translate backwards, set to lower G at perigee. Oh, okay, turn on the radar. What did I tell you about pressing switches, Lord Master? I know your intentions are good, but... Okay, so we have an hour and 18 minutes to reach PE, which PE is, over there. Sending node. Oh, yeah, there's plenty of time left. So you're fine. This is what the Gemini spacecraft looks like on the outside. Whew, okay. And don't forget that event timer that you've set for yourself. Which again, I have a feeling that I'm doing some, you know, things that are wrong here. Let me do a time scale a bit. Oh, tracking. 40. Yeah, we were overdue for that time anyway, since you just... Okay, look at that. So, 60, and it's going right at 2 feet per second. And it's going down. You see that change? So by the looks of things, you know. And then when I look at the horizon, you know, so we're just waiting to reach to PE. I mean, it is loading now. So request to PE again. And you want to reset the computer to verify pad data. Clear. Push 1 and have that readout here. For around that much. 25. This is a readout here. And that is okay, this is more complex than I thought. because in older versions they did not have this feature. At least that's for what I've seen from other people. Core 26. That's 0. Okay. 27. So 8, 4. And then push start. And then 8, 4. Then try that again. I don't think it's supposed to work like that. 7, 7, 3, 8, 3, 3. Oh, okay, it's going down like it's supposed to do. So set the event timer, and then it's countdown and standby. So okay. Stop that and set the 10 minutes countdown standby. At 10 minutes set. Yeah, we just want to stop right there. Which again, I'm a literal minded fool. Now, set it standby. Just looking. Go in when it's TGG, which is so go in minutes and then seconds. Set the event timer. Count timer. When it goes at 10 minutes, start the event timer. Okay. And then I'll be able to show burn vector and look about X, close loop. At 20, extinguished, then illuminated. Burn surface reads 0, which I assume they're talking about, you know, those thrusters, which it's just moving by itself. I think I got it all figured out to ignite those things. And when this goes, then reset and then switch to SCF, which is there. They're just platform. Okay, I get it now. And then when the burn's complete, then reset the onboard computer. I get it now. I hope. Because this is just a lot of math and all that sort of thing. I think we have no choice but to time scale up at this point. So let's go. Okay, faster. Well, let's slow down. Where are we? Where am I? Sunrise. Reaching towards the ascending node. That's where I'm going. As far as, you know, we're concerned. Still counting down. Okay, up a bit. It's got about 20 minutes. to start the event timer when you reach that. Oh, crud. Okay, you were 5 seconds off when you just started that countdown. Yeah, you're roughly about 5 seconds off. Huh. Okay. At least you got it figured out. Even though the damn thing says you got about minutes waiting to reach there. And then in around 9 minutes and 22 seconds, you have to hit the burn. Just past the ascending node, which is, you know, that's going to cause this thing to go up, and as we're up in the upper orbit, passing through the Baja and going toward Mexico. So let me check the phone notification, because that's another thing. I have to check my phone constantly, because I am an active person. In 80s being... Oh, I missed this. I mean, this switch was already on. Got a little nervous there. Look, they didn't teach me that in academy regarding maneuvers. I didn't learn that part. All I knew is, okay, lift off, make sure everything's running, make sure it's in orbit, and then come on down. That's what they told me. They didn't tell me about no circularized orbit. That's entirely new to me. Three minutes until we reach the P8, as this just suggests. If they tell me to burn now, then I'll do it. Unless you want to move the orbital cursor, which is another thing we could do, just to tell them that I'm not quite ready for that. So let me make that small adjustment. No. That's for when you are ready to go into reentry. That's what it's for. Like, say, move the orbital pointer back around the Pacific coast so you can make your landing, your splashdown in the Atlantic. That's what that's for. That's from my recollection. And in case you're wondering, where am I? I am just about to cross the Mexico-U.S. border going into Texas. That's where I'm at this point, so have a look. That's the Rio Grande. And I live down there somewhere in South Texas. And I can tell that's the Edwards Plateau Hill Country. That's what we call it, us Texans. Now, don't get too distracted. That was the problem. Remember what happened to Scott Carpenter? That he was quite distracted, that he hesitated, which caused him to be hundreds of miles off the target of the splashdown. I don't want to have that in my conscience. 5 minutes and 50 seconds. And that one's 5 seconds behind. Okay, about to reach it in 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 5 minutes to P. Prepare for burn. If you need to wait for the next passing, use circularized orbital checklist and execute the burn at the next V passing. Reach circular orbit with the altitude difference between you and 5 kilometers. Okay, let's circularize this orbit. So yeah, they just gave me a bit of a head start here. So yeah, they tell me it's gonna be now 4 minutes. Now they give you just a 5 minutes heads up, but you need to reach the altitude difference. I recall somewhere. It's one of those cores. It's like, yes, you got your desires. Verify. Core 84. And need to burn it. Although I think it would be wise to try to, since it's going forward, we need to go backwards. It's translate. That's how it goes. Since it's going up, you got to align it down a bit. I want it to be perfectly straight. That's what you need to do. As we have 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's from earlier. Just to remind yourself. So remember, after you do your burn, you have to extinguish that in the next 2 minutes until the IVIs reach 0, and then reset it. And then we'll figure out what else can we do from here. And we're going to be past the orbital cursor here, which is adjustable. So it's 2 minutes 35 seconds. So is it H or N on the keyboard is the process, but remember it's translate. And I'm supposed to do this method where, let me see. I'm not familiar with platform align. Yeah, to control plat. It's that plat, right? No, it's not. Yeah, to control. Maybe that explains it. Once again, Lord Master isn't doing what he's supposed to be doing, but he's trying to figure out. And this is why I record videos, so that way I can look back on it and to make sure I don't make those same mistakes again. And I don't have to run, I have to look at it manually. That's the orbiting part. Also, was I supposed to do the radiator to flow rather than bypass? Because would that make the difference? So you may want to ask that when you think about it. Radiator check. Radiator check. Radiator check. Radiator temperature check. It's good. Set radiator to flow. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Last few checks. 45 seconds. Okay, back up a bit. You can read from here. 30 seconds. Seconds. 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm using the thrusters now, but don't get too... See? Look at it turn. See? See that thruster? That's what it's doing. Keep it up. It's going right a bit, but don't get too overzealous to feel. We're just trying to slow it down now. Come on. Orbit is circular and within mission requirements. Although, me being infectious, I'd like to get it down to 0. There you go. Great job. Main objective is complete. Not bad. Next time on our flight plan is to start preparing for a retrograde burn. We wish to splash down the Atlantic, so our retrograde burn should be on the west coast of the US. Using the orbital cursor on the orbit view, press on the toggle of orbital cursor, then drag the star's position is above the coast. Still looking at map view, we will time scale until we pass the orbital cursor before proceeding. This is because we want to have a full orbit preparation time for reentry. Press Roger when you pass the orbital cursor. And then get back into cockpit view. And request that a retrograde burn should happen on the orbital cursor point. Press Roger when you have done so. Okay. This is what I was talking about earlier. The orbital cursor. So, should be on the west coast. Around here, roughly. Right on. Retro at orbital cursor. Roger. Time to retro has been updated to 1 hour and 16 minutes and 58 seconds. Double check core 19 to make adjustments if needed. So that is around that time. We should have retrograde burn time. We will start with the retrograde checklist in 30 minutes before ignition. So that thing we did is that we just, again, the forward thrusters and translate it backwards. It's gonna, hold on, let me turn it sideways so you people can see. If you could figure out how to, change the damn view. Let the yawl and roll. Okay, we'll just look from here. Okay, turn it off for a moment. At this thing, as it's propelling forward like that, we made the thrusters to make it go backwards, thus altering its trajectory. That's what we did. That's what I did. So, they didn't teach me that in Academy. But the whole turning part, haven't figured that out. And I kind of don't want to mess with it. I'll do it in my free time, in free roam or something, when I do more of my own training regarding maneuvers. I'll move up the time scale in a moment. That's rendezvous target, so that's for future missions. Pre-retro checklist. Also, you forgot to push reset on your damn computer. Okay. Let's see which lights. Red, green. You got it. But don't touch anything else. Wait until, 30 minutes before retrograde burn. I was just testing the lights. But still, well done. I'm over here on the over the Atlantic. Okay, let's speed it up here. This mission has been going on for an hour and 44 minutes, and it'll continue. Because we just gone through an orbit once, and it seems we'll go through the second orbit before we come on down. Let's speed it up. Remember, 30 minutes before retrograde burn to go through the checklist. If that's even correct. Okay, stop, because I'm looking at the time left. H2 minus seconds. Okay, so now you got 1 hour for, passing. No, don't do anything. It says until time expires, then you will reach that time. Okay, I figured it out. I got it backwards. I get confused sometimes, alright? And this thing here is 5 minutes, so you're correct. So 5 minutes, and then you do the whole checklist thing. One at a time. Before, I don't want to hit the jump scale right now, but instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna put my headset down. I'll be back within 2 minutes, and then I'll be back here, and then we'll hit the time scale again. So, be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. So, before I hit the time scale, I just wanted to say real quick that, well, this is a complicated piece of machinery, is the Gemini spacecraft, but I'm learning, and this mission is basically a whole nother learning curve. And this is probably not, and if you wanted to play this game yourself, please do not learn it from me. That's what the Academy is for. And you gotta figure it out, because this is me, you know, Lord Master, a simpleton, who only knows what he said earlier in the mission is that whole, you know, that thing with the synchronized orbit checklist and all those things. And I said, like, basically, like, you know, I'm never good at math, but I could figure it out. I'm a problem solver. You just gotta translate in country math for me, alright? What if you have astronauts who may not have a great degree of math? Like that. But I'm figuring it out. Right? So you got your pre-retro sequence. So wait until 5 minutes. So check it one more time. And then we'll get time moving along again. Let's go. Time scale. Gonna count down all the way. Stop. 20 seconds. And then get ready for, you know, retrograde burn. Once we reach there. We have 30 minutes retrograde burn. Proceed with the pre-retro checklist using the run feature. Going through the checklist now. BF. Oh, okay. Set timer to 20 minutes. Stop right there. Oh, down, damn it. Yeah, I would say roughly around there. But, you know, this thing, you know, says otherwise. You got 17 minutes. It's doing by itself. We set the thing to, you know, to line as it should. Shut it off. The overhead panels, CVs, all closed, except, you know, light is needed. Suit fins correct for the reentry. BT. This way. Don't screw around so dang much. Let's switch to C. C's this way. Right panels is all except closed. At T-minus 20 minutes. Core 19 has to be at 1200. And then set the event timer. Start standby. And in computer mode, it's gotta go to re-entry. And you gotta wait for the module to load. One second. Yeah, basically once it's loaded, so turn on to 1200. You just gotta start the event counting down. Oh, wait a minute. That thing wasn't supposed to start. God damn it. Stop that. Yeah, I think that'll do. Remember, at 1200. And we're at 1612, 1610. Yeah. In fact, I think you almost got it right regarding the time to passing. As in, that's where you're supposed to be headed. So speed up a little on the time scale. Remember, at 1200, 12 minutes. 12 minutes, start the clock. What the hell's going on out there? I didn't touch no thruster. It's just doing it by itself. It's on autopilot. Just a little. Okay, slow down a little. Okay. Just count it down. 17, 16, 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Start that clock. Although it's roughly, but it'll do. And set the computer mode to reentry quick. And you gotta wait for that thing to load. So that means you got about till around the 9th minute or so. Where am I anyway? You are over there. Want to probably make a slight adjustment. Which, of course, you know me, that I have a tendency to hesitate. I guess a small adjustment to that will be alright. There's a whole lot of Atlantic to cover when you get back home there. So it would not be wise to try to start while you're there, because you may never know, you'll end up in, oh, I don't know, Virginia or something. Yeah, it's going backwards. That's just the way it is. You know, to prepare for, you know, re-entry eventually. Because you gotta come in from behind rather than wherever you're looking at. So don't bother to look outside anymore. Just keep your eye on the event timer. Damn thing died on me. Well, I guess that means you gotta rely on this thing now, because this thing refuses to cooperate. I think you did what you wanted to do, so you gotta focus on that now. I'll jump at the time scale in just a moment. Just want to look at it. It's been 2 hours and 40 minutes during this mission. Okay. So keep your eye on the clock as we'll go on the time scale right at this second. For future reference, after you push that, and when the event time is at 4 minutes and 6 seconds, then you gotta make sure the computer mode's in re-entry, which it is. And then subsequently turn these things on, gauge, attitude control, and then 1 minute retro. Yeah, again, it's rough estimate, so that'll be around 9 minutes. So let's start now. Okay, stop! Just to get prepared ahead of time for yourself. Not quite there yet. But just keep your hopes up, okay? Computer's not ready yet, so I want you to wait until around, well, let's say, how about 9 minutes 30 seconds? At 9 minutes 30 seconds, push the button. Start the computer to run it on reentry. Time to passing is 11 minutes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push. It's complete. That I already did. And then when the event timer is at 4 minutes and 16 seconds, roughly, then we know that the computer's on reentry. Then you gotta set the batteries and everything. Although if you wish to, you can probably push forward a little if you're so damn concerned about that you're gonna be off course, and you may end up in Virginia if you're not careful. But it's only 10 minutes till, we get there. Roughly. Keep in mind, the thing's on autopilot anyhow. Since I told the attitude control to platform align, but try not to do that as of yet. Hold on, clear all. Checklist complete. Then run that 6th retro checklist. And this is what this is for. When running checklist, follow the event timer, marks complete checklist. You press Pro on the last step. Press Pro. Again, keep your eye on the event timer when it's at 4 minutes 16 seconds, because that's what 2:56 is, right? God damn it, Nordmaster, do you have to think of simple things? Yeah, you got it. I just had to do a little calculating. Had to use my phone as a calculator. I'm like, come on, Lordmaster. You're simpler than that. Well, not quite, but guess it's going to take about 8 minutes, then we're there. But I'm still worried about we may reach, but again, I haven't done a splashdown with the Gemini spacecraft since the Academy, and that was months ago. And it does whatever it's doing. I mean, I could make adjustments, but I kind of don't want to. Plus, it's doing that for me, so the hell you're worried about? It's gonna look awkward on the splashdown, alright? Especially when you get down with the parachute and all that. So, okay, look at the event timer. So you got 5 minutes. So I'm giving myself another minute. Make a slight speed up. 4 minutes, 16 seconds. Remember. So get to work. Prop motor valves. I see us 10. This way. That way. And I want you. So reentry. Reentry. Turn these off. Now turn on. Initiate retro attitude. Push. This says push. Control. Attitude. Hold. Retro attitude. 20 degrees pitch down. Then bypass. Then start 1 minute to retro checklist. Complete the 1 minute retro checklist and complete the burn. Okay, we'll start it up when that time comes. 1 minute of retro on the event timer. Keep that one in mind. Even though that damn thing looks clunky. Haven't messed with that. Okay, I'm doing that. There we go. I just want to roll it around. Just a little bit. It says hold retro attitude. When you get to 1 minute remaining, which we have about 2 minutes. Which I do have command. So the autopilot just stopped. Just wanted to turn, make it straight, so I can know where the hell I'm going, where the hell I'm looking at. There you go. And keep it looking backwards. It's best we could do. Best I could do. "20 degrees pitch down," so gotta press it up. Okay. Hold retro attitude down. Degrees pitch down. Like that. Right. Separate. Push. Select. Push. Separation. Adapt. Push. Adapter is separated and oh shit. At 30 seconds. Adapter separation. Wait the ignition. 2 minutes 5 seconds. Push now. And wait for retros to fire. And the event timer has to start going up. Wait for it. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Up we go. Separation. Follow checklist. And jettison. And it worked perfectly. And then jettison now. Retros jettison. Please complete the post-retro jettison checklist. Okay, this is it. We're soon entering atmosphere. Doing great. Time flies when in space. Post-retro jettison. Caloric entry. If you feel you have the time to control, perform some slight dark signals to ensure jet temperatures are good. Roger. See you on the inside. Hit safe. This way. Come on. Oh. Oh. Turn these off now. Clip landing arm. Take note of retro on the sector and IVIs. Start the entry checklist. Yeah, I already done that. This damn thing's going overboard. Yeah, we are separated from that. Yeah, you might want to make adjustments. Just get ready for spheric reentry. It has to be pointed this way. The splashdown is set to be right in the middle of the Atlantic. You should be fine. We're just going to go over the United States and then we'll be in the middle of the Atlantic in no time. So you should be alright. It's just things is going to take its time. Just got to wait for the atmosphere entry to start. But don't be afraid to make some small adjustments. We should look at the attitude check. Just to make sure. Like, are we going down? Yes, we are. Okay. Take your time. Take your time. And we're in the coast now. I'll speed up in a moment. I want to make a little adjustment. Like that. Yes. Just want it to look good and straight. And the flight's been 3 hours and 1 minute. You know, it takes about, if I remember correctly, 1 hour and 17 minutes to go over orbit once. Back in Mercury days, at least. I'm just putting a blanket over myself. It's because sometimes I wish I had a blanket as a cape. Speed up in the time scale in just a moment. I want to make last minute checks on what's going on locally on my end. Nothing. Just wait for atmospheric entry to start. Which the next part of that checklist I have to bring up here is the entry part, which will vary depending on your entry angle, obviously. So you gotta have a 0 degree all and a degree roll on the window. Horizon at the top of window. And roll. Dang, and attitude control, yes, it's still the same as it is. So good to know. So going over the Rocky Mountains, and then soon to be in the Great Plains, and let's make that speed the time scale now. Altitude check. I just want to make sure. 73. 73. Just wait a few seconds, because I may have to make adjustments again. Because remember that time, you know, when we're supposed to make splashdown in the Pacific, instead I went over and into the Atlantic in my last Mercury mission? I don't want to have that again. So I'll probably have to start dragging it down. You know, like this. No, this way. Like that. Have to drag it down. Like that. Yeah. But things will take time. Yeah, I think we have no choice but to speed up more, but this way. So, time scale up again. You've crossed the entry interface at 400k feet altitude. Prepare for entry and atmospheric drag. Okay, that took a while. And we're just over, if I know my states, despite cloudy skies. Yeah, this is the Appalachians, so we're going over West Virginia. And then I can make out that's Delaware, I believe, you know, whatever. Chesapeake. Yes, going over that. Yep, right smack dab in the middle of the Atlantic. And we're going to be entering that soon. Woo! Getting overzealous if you're zooming. So that's New Jersey. Yep, at least I'm not going to hit any land. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going to be close soon. So let's speed up a bit more. Hold on, let me check the phone. Just for the love of God, don't overshoot it. I mean, you won't. Check altitude. Attitude. We're still going down. It's just things are going to take time. And it's 999 because I think we've practically figured it out already. One more time. 54. Speed up a little more. Come on. Oh, we stopped. We can't time scale anymore. Okay. This is the part. Now we're getting atmospheric drag. We'll soon be entering back into Earth. Going down. Slowly but surely, but it's starting to do that. Come on. It won't go down, so I gotta stop pressing. It's just gonna be the way it is, so quit messing with it. Because I don't want you to dip your nose down towards the earth and you go in and re-enter to the front. Heaven forbid you do that. But I'm trying my damnedest to stick the nose up. Not down. See? Those thrusters. It ain't working. It's been a while since I've done it with the Gemini, but I fear it's, going to take me in looking down that way. Now remember, I can't speed up anymore on a time scale. I'm afraid we're going to dip our nose in re-entry and this is going to kill us. And I did accidentally, use the thrusters to go down this way. Unless we're going to be bounced back off the atmosphere and we have to start this damn thing over again. But we're still going down. Even if we do miss a bit, we're still going to be in the Atlantic. There's a whole lot of real estate left to cover. Unless we're going down on the on its underbelly, for the lack of a better term. We're right on it. Hello? 41 nautical miles. Oh, look. It stopped going forward. Okay, it stopped. And it's going again. I was about to say, don't tell me we bounced off the atmosphere. No, we're going down still. Just got a little worried there. Come on. Damn thrust won't do nothing. Actually, we will still... we are going down. You see that orbital thing? It's starting to disappear now. So, we were off target, but it's good to know that we will soon be re-entering Earth, but it's just it took a while longer than it needed to be because I did some screwing around again. Just like what you did with Mercury on your last mission. So yeah, this video went longer than intended. It was supposed to be a simple mission, and instead I complicated myself. But hey, at least we'll be making splashdown an hour or so before sunset. Oh! We're getting re-entry now. Here we go. Okay, so now I figured out. You're supposed to go down through that angle before you start going straight down. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Again, I'm not used to doing re-entry with the Gemini. But it's heating up. Just to get ahead of time, have this prepared. Just keep looking directly. That's the key. Oh yeah. Okay, build up. Hold on tight. This will be a different type of ride. Roger. Can't wait for some fresh sea air. We got this. Roger. 6G. Alright. When it illuminates, quick. Alter drogue. Push. Contact phone. Drogue release. Let's see if we have visual. Because I saw when it illuminates. I wrote on checklist. There goes the drogue. Roger, drogue. Prepare for main. Again, I may have jumped the gun on the landing. Because I wasn't sure how fast we were going down. Because, holy crud. Turn that off. When it illuminates, push the parachute. Parachute is over here. Only when it illuminates. It's illuminated. We see the main set landing out to prepare for splashdown. Landing out. It's over here. And after main deploy, that jumps down. Computer mode pre-landing. And turn that off. Turn everything off. Off, off, off. How does that look? At sunset. We still see you. All we gotta do is just have a little splashdown. And as we go down gently, let me see that sunset. Perfect ending, but we're not down yet. So just hang on. It should be safe now. For God's sakes, don't hit para-jettison. But this is how, the Gemini spacecraft is supposed to land. Not on, top, pointing towards the sky like in Mercury, but this thing here is supposed to land like that. Wish I could use the thrusters to turn that a bit, but the sun is setting from where we're at. Can't see the orbital view anymore. But still, that'll be one hell of a picture, right? You got the, let me zoom out. You got the Gemini spacecraft going down as slowly but surely with its parachute. And the sun is setting over there, and an aircraft carrier waiting, for us to, hit the water. Then we're home. I got a little nervous, honestly, because, again, it's been months since I've last played this game, this simulator, and I did everything what I thought it was right. Then, and then there's that. But nevertheless, you did what you did. There were some moments of hesitancy, which is my bad on my end. I thought I was screwing around with thrusters, but no, this is you did the re-entry perfectly. You did it correctly, and you were able to do the maneuvers you asked. And who knows what future missions will bring, and see if I don't, become, a little screwy. So, I'll be sure to rewatch this video and learn and unlearn what I've learned. Learn what not to do and how not to hesitate. And use your damn math, Lord Master. You don't know how to divide. I only know attractions, subtractions, multiply, but I never learned divide. They didn't give me those when I used to be homeschooled. But anyways, here we go. Splash. Okay, that was great. Indeed it was. See, we have splashdown. Everything is good. Roger, welcome home. Hope the float floats, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of happy faces down here. Can't wait to see you guys. Thanks. I believe the score, of course, has increased to 4-1 now. Yes, indeed. You beat me in 3-1 in Project Mercury. I've not forgotten. I bet you haven't. Alright, see you both soon. This is signing out. Recovery will take over as the transmission ends, and so is this mission. There's the sunset, wherever it's hiding now. Three hours and 23 minutes was the mission time. That, my friends, that is the way it is. And as the video hits the 2-hour mark, so next time, a walk in space. So the first spacewalk will be coming soon to the Lord Master channel. So we hope to see you in the next video, but until then, so long for now.